Madison and I'm a child life volunteer. Today I'm going to be showing you how to put together a jellyfish wind chime craft. So to start, I'm going to go through all the supplies you need. First, you need a cup that's going to have 6 different spots to put string through around the edge, and then also 1 hole on the top. Next, you're going to need 6 pieces of string that are all going to be the same length, and then 1 extra long piece, a paper clip, 6 bells, 2 googly eyes, some liquid glue, a popsicle stick, and 30 different beads. Alright, so the first step is to make the tentacles of the jellyfish. So you're going to take one of your strings from the 6 that are all the same length, so those are the shorter strings, and you're going to separate one out, and then you're going to take 6 different beads. You can pick any colors that you want, and then once we have 6 of those, we will move on, and we will grab 1 bell. So to start, you want to take a bead, put it on. You're gonna leave a little bit of extra space at the top so that you can tie it to your cup. All right, so you're gonna take your bead, you're gonna tie a little knot and pull the string through. And you only have to do that knot once. So now we have that one set at the top, and now we're gonna start working from the bottom up. So I'm gonna grab my next bead, put it on. I'm gonna leave maybe about an inch of space. And then tie a knot again. I'm just gonna keep on doing this until I have used up all of my beads. And it helps if you use your finger to kind of hold that bead in place when you're tying the knot. And then you actually only need 5 of these, so I'm gonna put one back, and that way we'll have enough room to use the bell as well. Keep putting the string through there, tie a little knot. And there we go, all of our beads are down. Now lastly, I'm gonna get my little bell, and I'm gonna add that as well. So then once you've tied 1 knot on your bell, just like you did to the others, we're gonna add a second knot to this one since it's at the end. Make it extra tight, and there we go. Here is our first tentacle. All right, so now we're gonna take what we did to make this tentacle and repeat it 5 times with all of our shorter strings. So what that means is we're gonna get 5 beads, 1 jingle bell, and we're just gonna tie them the same way until we have 6 different tentacles. Okay, so once we have all 6 of our tentacles made, we're gonna start by adding them onto our jellyfish body. So you should see around the edge of your cup that you have a couple little holes at the bottom. And if they aren't big enough, you can also take your popsicle stick and push it in there just a little bit and wiggle it around to make extra room. So then I'm gonna take my first tentacle and take the long end without the bell. I'm gonna push that through a hole. Okay. So now I've got it coming through on both sides. I'm gonna pull it through, and then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna tie a knot with my string and the cup. And if you don't have enough leftover string on the end of your tentacle, you can always adjust where that last bead is. You can pull the string around a little bit and add some extra space. So then once you have 1 tentacle, it will look like that. You'll have it in the hole and then it will dangle down. And so then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this and I'm gonna put it in the next hole, and I'm gonna go around until every hole on the bottom is full. So that should be 6 different tentacles that you will have on the bottom of your jellyfish. All right, so now we have all the tentacles on our jellyfish. So the next thing that we're gonna do is add a little loop to the top so that we can hang this up wherever we want. So take your longest string and you're gonna wanna fold it in half, just like this. And then at the top part, you're gonna wanna take the ends, make a little knot, and so you're gonna loop them together, but you don't wanna pull the knot all the way to the bottom. You wanna keep this in a loop. So you're gonna do that and tie a little knot just like that. Now we have a loop. So then, you're gonna take this end and you're gonna put it through the hole on the top of your cup. So you can push it through there. If it's not big enough, you can use the popsicle stick again. to help make the hole bigger or to just push it through a little extra. But I've got mine through. So it's a little hard to see here, but I'm gonna reach into my cup and here we go. See, this is the same string. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my paper clip, and you have a normal paper clip that looks like this. But what we need to do is we're gonna bend it a little bit. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna turn it like this. So it looks like it's making an L, and you wanna have a little loop right here. So now I'm gonna go back to my jellyfish. I'm gonna find that string, that loop that I just put through there. And I'm gonna take my paper clip and I'm gonna make sure that this string goes through this little loop, okay? So I'm just gonna loop it through there, and you might have to pull a little bit to get it into the loop. And then you wanna twist it a little bit to make it extra tight. So as you can see, my string is going through that little loop on my paper clip. So now you can shake out your jellyfish and you can pull that loop up and just make sure it's not hooked onto any of your tentacles. So let me just fix that real quick. All right, there we go. Oop, it happened again. No problem. Just make sure that you're careful so you don't accidentally rip anything. But now I'm gonna keep pulling my loop. So there we go. Now your jellyfish can hang off of anything that you want. All right, so here we go with the last step. So now I've got my jellyfish body with its tentacles and its little loop, and I'm gonna take my glue and a popsicle stick, along with my googly eyes. I'm gonna find out where I wanna put them on my jellyfish. So I'm gonna take my popsicle stick, dip it into a little tiny bit of glue, you don't need too much. I'm gonna make a dot right here where I'm gonna put my eyes. So that goes for one eye. I'm just gonna press it down. There we go. Now I'm gonna do the same thing next to it for my second eye. If you don't have googly eyes, that's okay. You can try to find a marker or paint, and you can paint the eyes onto your jellyfish. Here we go, I'm putting down the second googly eye. And you might wanna let this sit for about 5 or 10 minutes to make sure everything dries. But here we go. This is our final product of our jellyfish wind chime. So you can use it to decorate anywhere you want, or it can be a fun little toy. I hope you enjoyed this craft and have a great day.